Hello. Hello everybody. I'm back. Sorry about that. For those of you on Twitch, my power cut out very randomly. For those of you watching on YouTube, it doesn't matter because you're watching this at your leisure. It's not a problem. And we're going to get back into another attempt of Realism Invictus Emperor difficulty. Didn't go so well. Well, the last attempt went okay. Attempt number 2, if you would. It went pretty good, but yeah, it was just a case of I know when the AI is a bit too far ahead to come back, and that was a situation where we were a few turns late on really securing an alliance with the Americas, and then thus being able to actually progress in the game. So we're going to give it another go, and we'll see what the our hand is. See what cards are dealt to us, and we will work with what we're given. Probably was a little bit too aggressive as well. I didn't expect the AI to have as much trouble as they did with the barbarians. The AI wasn't expanding as much as I'm normally used to them doing, but then again there are more civs than is quote-unquote recommended for the map. Which I think is fine. I think it's fine for the most part, so I don't really see a problem. Okay, so attempt number 3 with Napoleon. We have double citrus and corn and double clams. That's a very nice cap spot there. A bit low on the production, but we've got a few spots we can build farms. So I think in this situation we want to go. We probably want to go for early sailing. I think we actually want an early worker as well, but he hasn't got many things he could work on. We'd have to get agriculture, we would have to get woodworking, and then we would also need to get architecture. So would sort of look like agriculture, woodworking, architecture, maybe writing, and then bronze working, something like that. And probably sailing after that. I think that looks good, and then we could probably pick up animal husbandry because it's just nice. We're on a peninsula by the looks of it, which is pretty interesting. I do like peninsula starts. In fact, that is giving me a couple of ideas because... Wait, are we on an island? No, we can't be on an island. This is Terra, so... It's not possible for us to start on an island as far as I know in Terra. However, we do have a peninsula. Because we're on a peninsula, we can just build some scouts and fog bust, and then no barbarians can ever come near us. So that's what we're going to do, most likely. Okay, so we managed to beat those wolves. We're going to have a quick look down here. I've got a little island there if we want to build a little colony or something. So we're gonna drop some scouts. We're going to put ourselves on a production focus. This warrior is going to scout for the most part, or at least he's going to scout sort of just around Spain here. Okay, and he got shunted all the way back over here. So he's going to rest up quickly and then head back to the capital. Let's give him land tactics. Rotten wood cannot be carved. Ah, yeah. It's reset all my options as well. Audio, speech, no sound. I'll just turn the music down a little bit. So because I had a little bit of a power cut, or like the fuse in my house tripped, it reset all my settings. So there you go. And you might have heard me there. Yes, that was me. I've done some of the tech sounds in the game. I'm the new Leonard Nimoy, obviously. Obviously, I can claim that title. I would never dare. I would never dare. That was a title that no mortal soul can ever hope to live up to. Anyway, we're gonna get a little scout. Scout's gonna run over there and do his thing. I.e. sit there. And hopefully the AI gets attacked by the barbarians and not us. That would be ideal. We're going to need quite a powerful navy, but I like the start thus far. Hello, hello. Nailutzo. Nailutzo? I assume that's right. You caught us at a time that I've already had a couple of attempts, and I started a bit earlier than I was planning, and I had a lunch break. Now I'm back, and we're playing for lots of time now. Oh, it's only just gone half free. Huh. I'm gonna be here for like another 3 hours or so, and then I'm gonna have dinner, and then I'm gonna work on something else for the rest of the evening. But yeah, we've got a good few hours of Civ. I see a Spanish settler. Is that a Spanish settler? Oh, I do. Oh, Spain. Oh, you cheeky buggers. Right. I guess you might as well scout, because we aren't going to get spotted by any barbarians. Right, so looks like we're going to have to conquer Spain. I did not want this. They brought it upon themselves by expanding very close to me. Oh, they killed my scout. Okay, no scout for us then. Right. Yeah, I suppose the only thing for us to do is build an army and wipe out the Spanish. So let's get a couple of rams and start thinking about doing that. How big can we get Paris? Okay, we get at least a size. We put them on food focus to grow a little bit faster. And end some turns, because that's what we're going to be doing. That's Frankish militia. We don't want a cottage there. Let's move over here. We'll plop a cottage down there. Don't really need the commerce, but we'll pop it down anyway. I don't think we want to go for writing, to be honest. I think we want to just go straight for bronze working. We want to go bronze working, and we want to go sailing, and then we go writing, because that'll help us discover more nations by grabbing sailing. Okay, so we've got a battering ram, and we're going to need another, and then we're going to need quite a lot of... Okay, there's pottery. Oh, missed the turn on my worker, that's fine. Go build another cottage, I guess. They won't work on them right now, but I mean the mines are actually just, they don't do anything. We don't have mining, so they're a bit naff, a bit weak. Actually, we're going to leave the warrior, since I doubt we're about to be attacked by barbarians. We'll just leave the warrior in Paris, and we'll just build up our armies on the border here. And once we get bronze working, we're just going to churn out masses upon masses. Oh, short swordsman. Oh, somebody's willing to open borders with us. Not Spain. Not Poland. Oh, Conrad. Must be Germany. Conrad. Okay. Do I want to get a road built up? Not particularly. Let's grab another mine, I think. Which will generate us some hammers. Oh, everybody wants to open borders with us. Well, the only person we don't want to open borders with, we will grab mob justice as well. Yeah, that'll help us grow up to the next size. We can open borders with the Polish, and we can open borders with Rome, and we will not open borders with Spain, because we will be destroying Spain. Spain is a problem. Now we're going to need fishing pretty soon, so our city can get real fat. Really fat and spitting out loads of swordsmen. How many swordsmen are we going to need? Oh, well, I don't want to look at weaving tech. I don't care about that. No, I suppose we could start building a weaver's shop so we can get Paris up to a size 5. How many troops are we going to need? Quite a lot. Okay, now we can pop out some workboats and then a fishing dock. And once we've got those, we'll have enough food coming in. We can just start training en masse. Many yeah, we'll be able to en masse train short swords, and that should be enough to give us a reasonable army to fight the Spanish with. Okay, we've got another mine we can build over here. 60% tech diffusion is pretty good. 80% is even better. We'll grab animal husbandry, and it helps with epidemic chance. Right, okay, now we need to just go short swords. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure how many we're going to need, but we're going to need a lot. We are going to need a lot. Oh, barracks would probably help as well, actually. 25 turns. The amount of swordsmen I can train in 25 turns, the barracks, the extra promotion from the barracks isn't going to make up for the sheer mass that we could just get on the field. So we'll just go for mass. Well, we are stronger than Germany right now. Do we want to go for an early religion? Good question. It's probably worth doing. With the resources we have, we could go Buddhism. Buddhism's fine. Though I do really like going for Judaism because the extra trade route value is just dang so good. Although we don't get any health from clams, that's going to be a bit of a nuisance. What else could we go for? Could go Taoism because we don't have any immediate. We don't have any immediate luxury resources, although we'll probably capture some, so maybe it's not as relevant. Could go for an early Great Lighthouse actually, since we're on a peninsula. It's a bit risky. The AI tends to really enjoy going for lighthouses. Go for Hinduism. Hinduism's a little. Yeah, it's alright. It's not the most exciting. No, you know what? We're gonna go stick to paganism. You always stick to paganism, really. Well, the problem with France is that France has only got the Nemeton. Like, if you're playing as like Rome and you get augurs and you can pop down the statue of Zeus, then yeah, it's pretty dank. To be honest, the late religions. Do you mean going straight for going for critical thought? Or do you mean something like Christianity or Islam? That's fair enough. My favourite religions in the game, in my opinion, are Zoroastrianism, because tech. Spicy. I know it's only one tech, like one beaker, but it actually makes a big difference. In the long run, when you've got like 12 odd cities down and you know all of the percent bonuses onto technology, it does help quite a lot, especially in the early game when tech makes every sort of little bit of difference. It does. And Judaism, because the 25% trade route yield is absolutely insane. As the game goes on longer, it gets even better. Anyway, that's not what we're too worried about right now. Right now, what do we need? What do we need? Right, let's think about this, because I'm going to pop mining on there, but I don't think we're going to go for it. Can we see copper? We can't see copper, we can't see horses. So, do you want to just go shipbuilding? That's a good question. Do we want to just go shipbuilding? Or we could go straight for, we could go for early ironworking, but that's probably a bit too ham. Oh, such a hard decision to know where to go from here. I kind of want to go for the Great lighthouse. But neither of Spain's cities are coastal. And I don't actually mind Seville where it is, so I'd probably ideally take both cities. Saves me building some settlers. You keep mining, you just wait there. No, I think road building is going to be really useful, actually. We're going to need to move troops quite a distance. So Realism's been found in Seville. Well, that makes this a lot easier for us as a decision. Because Spain made that decision for us. This army is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? No, 8. So we can fit a couple more swordsmen in there. And then... no, I guess we'll build swordsmen after that. Because we'll need to go for Seville as well. Do we go for Seville first? I think Seville's probably less likely to have defenders. Seville might be the actual option for attack. Or Madrid rather, not Seville. Alright, well we can build roads now. We do want to go for priesthood. And we want to grab meditation early as well. Zoroastrianism gets their dudes off of drama. So... maybe we go mining? Well, let's grab mysticism for now, because we've got tech diffusion for that, so... we'll grab mysticism. Alright. Army! Let's go conquer Seville. And we'll advance from these hills, I guess. Actually, the forest gives us slightly better. Oh, Qinshi Huang. Do you want to open borders with us? Sweet. Yeah, let's just go for them. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. And keep moving troops over. Oh, one archer. Oh, feels bad, man. Well, your city is ours, so... let's try and take it with the spearmen. Okay, lost 2 spearmen. It's fine. We should just be able to just dive these guys on top. And yes, we'll install a new governor there. Now, does Spain want to peace out? That's the question. They don't want to peace out just yet. We are going to need to road towards Seville. So let's road back there first. Let's keep putting swordsmen in Seville. Alright, got mysticism. Monuments would give us an extra point of happiness, so sculpture's probably worth grabbing. Though we do have a religion now, so that does make things a lot easier in terms of keeping happiness at a reasonable level. But sculpture's nice anyway, so we'll grab sculpture. Isabella's willing to negotiate. I'm going to peace out Spain. And the reason for this is we get 15 turns to put more troops on their border. Which is pretty helpful. I'm going to grab a Frankish archer to protect Seville. I'm going to move our army up onto the cows there. That's the Americans. Hello, America. And we'll pop these guys up that way. Seville, I think I want to have on a production focus for now. America will open borders now. Oh no, apparently they won't. There's Tokugawa. Okay. Now hopefully there isn't too many nations that are friendly with Spain, because I'd ideally like to not get a happiness malus by being at war with Spain too many times. Let's see, just put you over there. Hopefully we'll capture a worker as well. Is America willing to open borders now? Okay, they are. That's good. Okay, we've got a Frankish archer. We're going to build a second one. Let's grab these boys. Oh man, they just don't have an army. Oh, this is so good. This is perfect. This is actually perfect. So we're going to be able to expand through early warfare pretty easily. Our income is going to suffer pretty hard, but it's probably worth it. So I don't think we need more troops. I think the Weaver Shop is fine. We want a couple of ships to do some exploring of the coastline. We do have open borders with most of the nations in the game. Sculpture is solid. Let's pick up priesthood, since we can then build Zoroastrian temples, and that will help with happiness issues. Got 11 people in the stack, so we're going to move one out onto that unit there. And I think we're going to start moving this army down here. How long have we got our peace deal for? A few turns. And we should be able to take Spain's cap very easily. Let's grab a monument after that. Over here, Storyteller's Circle for the extra science. I'm actually going to move one of these archers to go with the army there. This city isn't a good spot for weavers, so we won't worry about that. Let's pick up the carpenters first, and then Storyteller's Circle. Maybe the warehouse. Go warehouse, and then Storytellers. Back in the capital. We're then going to want a warehouse. Get those hammers. Get them hammers. Alright, so we can declare war on Spain again. We're going to declare from the angle here, because it means we only need to move one turn into their borders. Looks like they've got another city down here. We might be able to capture that too. We're just going to go for the attack. Yes, install the governor. Move down. We captured a slave, i.e. a worker, because we don't have slavery. Let's grab city attack and start moving this force down here immediately. We're going to move the archer into Seville, into Toledo. Looks like they've got a settler there. Big mistake, my friend. Salamanca, do we want to capture that? Possibly. Let's build a road. Let's get you scouting. It's a pretty good start to the game, I have to admit. Nobody looks like they're pissed off that we're declaring war on Spain, so... What we're going to do is we're going to... Do we take that attack with 5 guys? What's the odds of doing some damage? The odds of doing damage are pretty good, so... We will attack with the first unit and see how it does. They've got an archer and a short sword. Okay. Well, it's very unlikely they're going to be able to get those troops in the city. So actually, what we're going to do is we're going to just move all these troops onto that stack for now. They do attack one of the rams, which actually makes it a bit easier for us to retaliate. We're going to bomb the last bit of defences and take Salamanca. Okay. Okay, Spanish have been destroyed and nobody is pissed off at us for it. Okay, the Celtic Empire is slightly irritated. Qin Shi Huang, -2. Rome doesn't care, that's nice. Germany doesn't care, and Poland is only a -1, so we're more or less in the safe zone for that, so that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Right, now what I want to do is in Seville, we're going to build a couple of scouts. So we can fog bust there, and we can start fog busting up in the north here and just keep barbarians out of our borders. Seville's connected to the capital. We're going to give these guys City Raider for the most part, in case we find another civ we want to smack about pretty early on. I'm going to grab a carpenter's and a warehouse. We'll grab the carpenters first in case we pick up some prime timber somewhere. Yeah, it's a pretty decent start. Pretty decent. We captured a holy city, so that saved us a bunch of effort in terms of getting a religion set up. And yeah, it's just pretty nice overall. We'll build a mine up here. I do think we want to go for mining as our sort of next tech, because we've got a decent number of hills around, and we want to make use of them sooner rather than later. Okay, this philosophy is popped. And now this is where we want to take... we could go for Republic. Depends how much we want to build more cities. I don't know where any of the other civs are, is the only thing. Republic might be nice, though. Let's hold off on that for a second. And are there any other techs we could grab that would give us... If we took priesthood, we could get civil religion as well, which is very nice. So if we went like priesthood and then picked up mining after that, that's pretty sweet. You can just auto-explore the north. Scout boy, I want you to come down here to fog bus. And he should be able to fog bust this entire area down there. I want to get another scout over here. Maybe I just build another city over there, actually. What are we looking at? It's pretty decent. It's pretty decent. We could also go city there. That conflicts with Toledo a little bit. How are we looking at? Pretty large conflictions, actually. So probably just want to put a city there. Could pop another city down there. It's got a mine, it's got one single mine, a couple of cottages. Wouldn't be very big, but it would be able to get a lot of coastal trade. And we could get, or we could pop a city there. I'd rather just go on the river though, so maybe pop one here or there maybe. We'll have to do some more scouting, but something like that seems good. Once we check the north, does look like Poland's there. It's either Poland or Rome. Which both of them seem pretty happy with us. If we pop to Zoroastrianism and it's Poland, we can probably start a holy war with them. So if it's Rome, we might be able to spread Zoroastrianism to them, and then that would be all good. Paris can't up itself just yet. That's annoying. 92%. We'll take it. Okay. Found England, who is at war with Poland. Oh, the English Empire is, wow, bloody hell! Look at those. Look at that score. That is a scary score. That is. Grab storytellers. Actually, you don't need a storytellers. You don't need the culture. So Seville probably doesn't need to grab storytellers. Could try and grab a wonder, but Megalomaniac's gonna just make that a pain in the arse. So pick up the warehouse and could go monument. Probably like the granary more. Okay. Oh, our scout got killed. Let's leave you there. Let's get you to pop a new scout, and come down and fog bust that bit. Actually, you can pop 2 scouts, I think. Worker doesn't need to modify any of these tiles, really. Could pop some more cottages down. Cottage on the spices there. I think I like roading on the cows here in case we want to start a war up in that direction. There's a barbarian city up there, actually. Oh, don't you dare attack my bastard. He's going to burn my farm down. Oh, we've got barbarian cavalry as well now. Oh, it's just a nuisance. I think we're going to start getting a lot of barbs start appearing. I'll go there for now. Okay, move up there, cottage. Start a mine. You can go city garrison. You guys can now move back out. Scout, come down here as quickly as possible. And we lost our scout. And our worker. Oh well, at least we got a great general for it. I'm going to move them to Toledo so they can put the Fierce Warriors buff in there to give some more culture. God damn it, I just want one scout. I want one scout to get down there, that's all I ask for. One scout. Alright, pop Fierce Warriors. Right, scouts down here. Okay, no more barbarians here. Just need to get another scout over here. Probably get a city over there, actually. Probably be a bit better. Coastline's looking fine. Okay, England's down there, so we don't have to worry about them just yet. Right, next settler maybe? Next settler maybe. Right, I don't think we need those many scouts. Right, we're going to start popping the storyteller circles. We've got a religion, we don't need to worry about saving them for the culture all that much. So we'll pop a smoke house after that. Just a nuisance that those barbarians are going to just start picking off our... Okay, converts to Taoism, that's fine. Let's get the scout to come down here. Should be able to bust a decent amount of the fog near us. Just give us a forewarning of barbarians for now. I think this is Poland. I think that's Poland. And we haven't converted to Zoroastrianism yet because we don't need to. The Polish must be destroyed. I think that might be Rome, actually. I think that might be Rome, not Poland. No, we don't want to declare war on the Polish. No, there's a barbarian city up there. Could be able to capture that. A serious possibility we can capture that. We can pop a settler. We can pop an archer. Go down for the farm. Seville needs happiness. We're going to move to Zoroastrianism now. And next turn we're going to pop priesthood and then go for civil religion. And we're going to go for... I think we're going to go republic civil religion for now. How's separatism here? No, it's fine. We're not cancelling our deals with Poland for no reason. Gundaharius, the Savage Archer. Let's go and deal with him. Yeah, we'll just double attack, it's fine. And we've got a 3 City Raider character now. Right, so now we can move our cities over to food. So they can start growing pretty large now, actually. And that would be ideal. Okay, we're losing some of our border scouts, which is not an issue. So these two cities are going to build buildings much faster, thanks to civil religion. I don't think we need a Zoroastrian temple just yet. What's the city looking like for happiness? Absolutely fine. I'm going to build a couple of, not short swords. We do still need to worry about our economy. I think we need a new worker. We'll start building one of those. Archer can pop down there, get another city up sooner or later. Okay, you've managed to finish that corn farm. You can start building a road towards where our new city is going to go. Victoria will trade elephants. English must be destroyed. No. Sorry, bruh. Not interested. Settlers coming out in 14 turns, which is fine. You can wait there. Our ships are just not doing anything now. So we want one ship to hang around over here. Ideally we want 2 ships there, actually. We don't have open borders with the English, so we can't get through this little gap here. I'm going to move both ships down to protect this northern part of our empire. Alright, there's mining. That'll help a lot. Do we want to go slavery? I don't think so. I don't think it's going to help that much. Right, what do we do next? Trade seems like a good idea. We're on 50% tech right now, which is not ideal. Do we want to deal with the Chinese? No. Just not interested in fighting the Chinese at all, in any way, shape or form. I'm going to grab a barracks in Toledo since it's quite forward of our cities and has a decent enough production that I think it can spit out some swordsmen. Pretty good rate. Unfortunately, they are just burning down our cow pastures, which is less than ideal. That was a little risky because we could have lost that, but it's fine. Right, let's pop some more swords out and put them on this border over here. So we want to put swordsmen over on said cows. I think we actually want a spearman to sit on the same tile because it will deal with barbarian cavalry. Alright, we've got trade. Let's pick up. I want to pick up shipbuilding for the Great Lighthouse, but we also need I don't think we need anything else, do we? Actually, we just get shipbuilding. Let's go library or alphabet for libraries. I think that's probably the safest idea. We've got our next settler coming out soon. How many cities are we allowed? Republic is 5. Okay, 5 largest cities. That's probably all we're going to need for the most part. Okay, and you can just build the road down there. Mine's been destroyed, which is a pain in the arse. Get another worker out. Pop you over there. Land tactics, guard. Probably have a warrior. I'll have a bunch of militias and such all over this sort of front there. Get the militia out. Oh, it's Barbarian City actually. Oh, that actually might be worth capturing depending on what we can scout with it. Let's pop down a monument here, I guess. Right, let's get a scout over there so you can take a look at what's up. Go for a workboat first. Let's get another militia. Pop him over there. Oh, there's 2 barbarian cities actually. Well, we might just be conquering barbarians for the most part in that case. Seville, I want a barracks so it can start training higher level troops. Your units are on strike. Oh, whoops. Let's get rid of the ram. Okay, no longer on strike. Oh no, we're still training. Well, still training more troops. We don't need the ships right now. Let's delete those. That is actually a pretty decent spot for a city, but I'll have to wait till it hits size 2 before I can capture it. Gonna need some more commerce. We're gonna need to go for tolls and taxes. Need to go tolls and taxes and code of laws, I think. Which is a bit of a nuisance that we have to sidetrack for that, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Don't think the city up here is going to be particularly useful for us, so we'll just move our entire army to go get rid of that and get some gold out of it. Possibly even fight the Romans, depending on what we're feeling like. Traditional custom, extra culture, extra happiness, extra health rather. Don't need it. Don't need it. Okay. So, aside from these border barbarian cities, we don't have too much to worry about in regards to the actual barbarians themselves. Let's grab a potters over there. Need a granary. Has our capital got a granary? It doesn't. It could get one, and then it could get a potter's workshop. The same goes for Seville, which will give us some money, because we need some money. Else, yeah, problems arise. Let's go on a commerce focus. Oh, the city won't grow then. Bugger. Okay, we'll keep it on food for now. I think we want to chop these down and put cottages on them for the time being. They're pretty good tiles, so that's worth doing. And they're going to work those tiles regardless of what we put on them, so it might as well be a cottage. We need money, or else we will go bankrupt the second we leave our borders. Put you on commerce, if that's at all possible. Commerce, if that's at all possible, and commerce, is not possible. Suppose we could delete you. Oh wow, still not going to be enough. I guess we'll delete you as well. And do we try and take this barbarian city for some money? We need the money. Let's go for it. That is a lot of savage archers. I don't think we can take that. Oh, maybe. Oh no, they're disbanding troops now. Oh, let's just go for it. Oh, close. And troops are still disbanding. No, okay. It's not gonna quite cut it. Oh, citizens. Oh, that's right, because we're having an epidemic. That's why we're running out of money. God damn it. Well, I guess we don't need the warrior here then. Still not making any money? Bloody hell. How crippled is our commerce right now? Really? Seriously? How bad is it? I guess Republic is just costing us too much. I guess we can delete the archer here. Oh wow, still... Okay, now we're on +3. Okay. Oh, we disbanded our workers? Wow, okay. That's not good. Right. Salt. Grab salt. Workboats. Grab fish. Right, we need tolls and taxes. ASAP. We also need those pots workshops. So everything was going just fine, and then suddenly economic crisis hit. As it often does in this game. Caravan house. Anything to make money right now is what we need. You're going to need to pop out an archer for yourself. Seville can grow, that's fine. Paris can. Toledo can. Okay, that's fine. I'm worried about these barbarian cities right here. I don't think the AI is going to deal with them. So it'll be up to us to deal with them. Just pop another worker there and another worker. We definitely don't need... well, we do need one Frankish archer. And then you can drop a caravan house. Okay. How much are we losing per turn? 20. Okay. I think we can afford to lose one a turn, that's fine. We'll get the caravan house up, hopefully that will stabilise it. No, not quite. Not quite! They've got hemp here, so a weaver's shop works. We can grab one of those there. They've finally got that down, so they can go for a carpenter and a warehouse. And probably a granary after that. See, I'm worried about barbarians suddenly deciding to attack Ruin, so... Oh, that was almost complete. That's good. Oh, the Armenians. They're always a powerhouse. I always find the Armenians are such a powerhouse in this game. They always kick ass in the early game, and then they just snowball really hard. Okay, Duke has been captured by the Romans, so that is in fact Rome. Rome doesn't really like us, and we're not considered very powerful compared to them, so this could be a problem. We need to get our economy back on track, like, very quickly. I guess we'll go for a library. Yeah, I'm not liking the idea of Rome being a threat to us. That feels very bad. Let's grab a smokehouse and then a worker after that. Okay, well, Zoroastrianism's spreading very nicely, which is good. If we can grab a great prophet, that would be nice. Can we assign? We can't assign any priests because we haven't got anywhere to put them. We haven't got any temples yet. I wouldn't mind curbing. Aha, there's tolls and taxes. Okay. Right, gotta genuinely consider how this is going. We're actually doing very well on score. I don't know how much that actually matters. For the most part, it doesn't. But I guess we must be fairly technologically advanced compared to the other nations. Grab a toll house. Seville can actually build a parts workshop as well, so let's grab that first. How much could you grow? Okay, you can't grow. You are set to commerce right now. Toledo can grow, so we're going to put Toledo back onto growth. Okay, so China's going towards Rome, and that should keep Rome off our back. But then, oh, Germany's gone to war with China as well, so Maybe it won't keep them off their back for very long. But it does give us a bit of breathing space if they're going to keep fighting each other. What we really need is to discover iron. Oh, everyone's declaring war on China. Okay. Well, nobody likes China. We have now established that. And Japan declared war on Germany. Okay. So this is where the wars begin to start. Do I want to declare war on Japan? No. I do not. Let's bump the tech up. Okay. Fishing docks would be fine. Go Paul's workshop and then a toll house after that. Paris is building worker and then probably a toll house. I could probably even move my capital to Seville. That might be a good idea actually. It feels bad that Paris won't be the capital of France, but it's not in the best of positions. We'll need to get some more cities before we can genuinely do that though. We're going to need more troops, so we're going to have to pop out at least a few swordsmen. I don't want to build too many. Maybe we'll go for... let's build a militia and another archer to defend Toledo. Okay. Oh, let's get that cottage built up on those. Pop out and get rid of those barbs. Oh. You guys, land tactics and wait. Go back to Seville. Defense, go back. And then I'm going to want at least a few swordsmen to guard our borders against barbs. Guard our resource points. No, we're not cancelling our deals with Rome. If anything, if Rome asked me to cancel my deals with China, I'll probably say yes. Because they just got ganked by like everybody. Right. So we could grab drama and we could grab meditation, and then we could start spreading Zoroastrianism around. That seems like a good idea. And then I think we want to go for ironworking after that. So let's do that. Ruins on commerce currently, which is good. So we're starting to build up those cottages, which will help a lot. You definitely want a temple. You can go sit on these cows. Courthouse would be quite nice too, so I think you can build that after that. Right, you build a courthouse first. You can get the toll house. Courthouse is going to make a lot more than toll house will, so we'll get that done first. And boost our tech up. Cancel our deals with China. Yes, we will do that. That will keep Rome off of our back for a little bit longer as well. We're going to need another swordsman after that. We're a bit more powerful than some of the other weaker nations in the game, but we're not doing particularly well. We need to remedy that. Oh, a library for +3 science seems good to me. We're going to pop our cap back over to commerce. Seville, we're going to put on avoid growth. Toledo will be able to grow after it's finished training swordsmen for the rest of the empire. We don't want monasticism. Monasticism might be okay, actually. Let's think about that for a second. 25% building construction, though. Yeah, I think we'll stick with 25% building construction. Right, let's get another cottage up. Cottages, 4 days. Since we can't really go big on wonders, I think a full-on cottage economy is going to do us a lot better than a great person economy. Phrygian's now actually in a good spot to take over. So we could build an army to do that. That could be our 5th city for Republic. And it has got access to stone. It looks like Rome's putting troops on our borders. I'd rather you didn't, Rome. I'd rather you didn't. They might be trying to fight the barbarians. Let's go for a monastery. Actually, Seville needs a monastery. Germans must be destroyed. I don't think so. Let's get monasteries up so we can start building magi. Maybe we can convert Rome. Okay, Rome got Phrygia. Yeah, it looks like our next conquest will be Rome, which means we need to get ironworking. Staying as a small republic and just teching up for now seems like it is a good idea, so I'm not too bothered with that. Whoa. Talk about the ganging up on this game has been insane. I'm gonna need some more workers. I need some more workers quite badly, actually. You've got a small amount of epidemic chance. You don't have any, so worker. Monastery, and you can drop a magi or two. Just send them over to Rome. Yeah, you just start spitting out magi and send them to Rome. Actually, do I have automated missionaries on? Yeah, I don't want missionaries automated. I think that's one of the default settings that I've set up on the game when I'm playing single player, but well, when I'm playing and not recording it in any particular fashion. Let's see. Ooh, got more people in the channel now. Hello everybody. Hope you're having a good day. Let's what does everyone else think about the match thus far? Attempt number 3. How do you think it's going? Going alright? Going smooth enough for you? What's Rome's tech like? Marians? Oh god, they have Marian legionaries already. So they must have access to copper, so we need iron. We need iron. Or else we don't stand a chance. Everyone's adopting pacifism. Great job, Germany! No. No. If I was playing great people, I would say yes, but we're not, so I say no. No to your pacifism. Oh, caravan house. Yeah, it's not going to give them much tech. Seville could probably get ourselves a pretty valuable library. And I think probably just go for another worker after that. Okay, so we've got metal casting. We can grab ironworking pretty quickly. Oh, Paris is going to get priests or scientists. Suits me just fine. Okay, so we've got a magi now. Let's send them over to Gordium. America's Hindu. Rome is Taoist, but I don't know if it would be possible for us to convert them. Possibly. Might be able to. It'd be pretty cool if we could. Let's go get workers out. Okay. Well, we managed to convert the city, which is pretty amusing. Oh, we've got barbarian pillagers now. Okay, that's not so good. Might be able to nab the Great Lighthouse. How helpful is that for us? Instead, what? Alright, did we find iron? Did we find iron? That's the question. In the meantime, I guess we'll put shipbuilding on. We found iron. Okay, right. Armor crafting. And we want to go armor crafting and siegecraft. Those are our next 2 techs. We're going to start fighting Rome or somebody else, depending. I think I want to focus Paris on great people and commerce for the time being. Seems like a good idea. Could have very good production in Rouen, as long as it gets some more population there. Japanese are plotting to destroy us? No, I don't think they are. I don't think they are, sir. I think you're just crazy. Why did everybody hates Japan? Japan has plummeted quite a lot, actually. Civil service, yes. And I want you to pop a Magi first, actually. Let's try and pump Magi out and throw them at Rome. Rome, accept my religion. Pop them there. I know we need to connect the iron up, but I'm not too fussed about doing that just this moment. Let's get all our units together. Let's see if we can convert Rome to Zoroastrianism. And if we can maybe do it. We can worry about maybe doing an invasion of somebody else. Do a naval invasion of some sort. There's not much point roading up there. You can just come over here and start building some mines. Forge. 100% forge. You start moving that way. You guys can just chill out. Mine. Let's move up that way. Rome's on the warpath. Oh look, it's Rome itself. If we can convert Rome itself, they'll probably swap to Zoroastrianism. Which would be pretty sweet. Okay. Oh, yeah, Rome did pop to Zoroastrianist. Okay, that's really good. It's really good. Right. Rome. You love us. You love us. Pigs for cattle. And I'll give you clams as well. And because that'll be a deal that's in their favour, that will help improve our relations over time as well. Right. Colossus. I think we're going to try and build the Colossus. We might as well. We are playing a bit heavier on the eco game. The Chinese must be destroyed. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Not right this second. I don't think the Chinese need to be destroyed. Right, so where does that leave us? Getting politics and ironworking. Where does that leave us? Barb City up there we could take. Could expand up this way. We could just invade Rome anyway. We could hold off and play defense for a little bit. Rome's not particularly scary. Armenia's like the big boy of the game right now, so is England and America. America's right there. We could perhaps expand around. How many more cities do we... Oh, we could just pop the palace down now. If we went for America, what's that doing for us? It does seem pretty good to me. Because then we can just have Rome as our ally. And we can feed Rome like China, I suppose. Toledo's now unhappy, so we have to hold that and pop down a theatre, put our culture up to 10%. Actually, if I put culture to 10%, I can grow most of my cities further. Why are they no longer unhappy? We appreciate our entertainment. Oh, that's good. That's good. Frankish warbands. Yeah, let's build some Frankish warbands. Seville! You don't quite have the production I would like you to have. Just a second. How large can Toledo get? It can get one more size larger. Seville can get another size larger. Let's move off of commerce and try and focus on production for now. And run. Can't really do any more. How far can you... you can't grow very quickly. Let's move you over to production as well. See if we can get the Colossus finished. Oh, great profit! Oh, let's go build that giant fire temple. Yeah, boy. My 5 gold a turn. Right. Cottages, farms. I'm thinking cottages. Cottage on the spice. Move up here, mines. Mines. Loads of mines. Need more mines around Seville. Victoria's the most advanced, okay. It's good to know. Might as well upgrade you. Can't upgrade you. I can if I drop my tech for like a turn. Yeah, that's fine. I'm thinking war with America is probably our best bet. Probably. Ooh. Do I go for more wonders? Don't know if that's a particularly good idea. I guess we'll grab a Hunter's Cabin is a bit naff. I mean, it just gives one extra food. What else can we build? I guess a barracks. No, build a forge. Forges are way more important. No, I'm not cancelling my deals with Armenia. Armenia's they're such a powerhouse. Definitely not like you, Japan. Japan is most certainly not a powerhouse in this game. At least in this particular game. I'm not saying Japan can never succeed. Every civ has the opportunity to do well, of course. Let's grab all the poppy there. Build that last Frankish warband, and we'll get siegecraft soon enough. We'll probably get some just Frankish swords. Yeah, let's actually move you up and get a road to where we're mustering our armies. In fact, we could start building a road over to America. Might be a good idea. I'm actually going to drop my research rate just so we're banking some gold. Yeah, you can have some clams. Don't care. Don't care about one set of clams. Arm crafting. Okay, so now we can start building proper troops. Frankish swordsmen. Let's get some Frank swords. Pop you boys over there. Just wait there for now. Okay, so a stack of 10. I could upgrade all my Western short swords into more useful units, but that would cost me a lot of gold. If I did do that, how long would it take? $690 gold. Yeah, not happening anytime soon, so I think we'll just we'll carry on teching. Hopefully we can get the Colossus, that would be great. Let's get some more mines up around Toledo. Frankish swords, I'm going to give them land tactics because I like to specialise them for killing enemy infantry. Frankish spear, land tactics because I can specialise them for fighting cavalry, which ideally you want to do. A farm for +2 food is going to make it food neutral, so it's not actually that worth doing. And Toledo I'm not really interested in growing just a second. Can't get any farms down here because they don't have the... get another mine there, I suppose. Aside from that, what can I do? Build some more cottages. Could move back over to Paris. I could build a farm there. That is actually food positive. That might be worth doing. It's not a massive change, but once we get peasant servitude, that'll help a lot. Mathematics. Okay. What do we want to build? I could build research. That's going to knock quite a few turns off, actually. That's quite a lot. What else would I build in Paris? They've got some epidemic, so I'd probably try and bring that number down by building a well. A public well. They don't even have a well yet. We are a beacon of culture and learning, but we don't know what wells are. Some advanced stuff, you know. Well, wells are pretty advanced. Oh, that was a Frankish warband. Should have given them City Raider. Never mind. Never mind. Right. We are going for civil engineering into siegecraft, which will give us catapults, which will be pretty dank. There's a Roastrian temple. Did we manage to build the Colossus? No, we didn't. So we just got a bunch of gold for it. That's fine. Grab a library. Right. Okay, now we got a bunch of gold. We can sit on 9% tech for some time. Get a little bit of a tech push going. Okay, they're making peace. America's still fairly strong. Do I want to farm up around here? I mean, it's not going to be useful until we get peasant servitude, so we'll just come down here and just build some colleges, I guess. Right. We're going to build some rams, because I want to attack America sooner rather than later. America really likes us, to be honest, which is but if I don't attack them, who am I going to attack? I guess I attack Rome, because they're weaker. Would I rather attack Rome? Or would I rather attack America? It's a good question. Rome probably dislikes America, at least somewhat. I'm going to build some spies. Not to send people, I want some domestic spies, because I always hate getting trolled by AI spies. There's Austrian Temple. How many men have we got in the stack? 8. Another Frank swordsman. And build another Frank swordsman, I guess, as well. Now, we probably could just wipe the floor of Rome. Like, we could take Aarhus and Gordium, like, snap of our fingers. Yeah, it is. Megalomaniac's going to make it a real pain in the arse to build wonders, but I thought it was worth going for the Colossus because it's one of those slightly more difficult to hit the prerequisites of as far as wonders go. So the AI might miss it by a couple of turns, but apparently it didn't. Okay. So the question remains, do we go for Rome, do we go for America? Now, Rome's bordering cities are actually pretty good. I like both their locations, and there is a barbarian city up here that we can nab too. Can our economy support it? Probably can, actually. Now that I come to think about it. So we'd want this army on Aarhus's border. We want it there. And we want this army to come down and take Gordium. So, put it there. And I think we're just going to go for it. Let's drop our tech rate right down to 0. Which I know sounds a little odd. Just go all the way down to 0 tech, but it's worth it. It's worth it. Rome's not even that well defended. Yeah, I think Rome's the target, yeah. Oh, whoops. Oh, well, this army wasn't in position anyway, so I suppose it's not an issue. We'll just move back outside their borders. Worker, what are you doing? Building a mine? Cool. Pass turn. Okay, Rome. Sorry, man. You follow our religion, but you're too weak. So we're going to have to just invade you. And in the meantime, I guess we can start building roads over to our newly acquired cities, because there's literally no way that we don't just take these cities over. There's literally no way. Move on Aarhus. Revolutionism spread in Paris again. Again! I'm going to road up to the Hempler thing. I've got another spy, movement of Seville. Paris, what else can you build? Literally just spies for now. I'll build a couple more spies. Rome, are you willing to peace out? That's a good question. I'll leave the archer there. The worker is going to start roading that way to connect us up. You guys are going to boost up in your city attack. Melee shock. Rome, do you want peace out? I have nothing to say to you. Rome's actually converted to Christianity since I attacked them, which makes a lot of sense. So can't really blame them for that. However, we are going to need to continue to build. Oh, he's now willing to negotiate. 30 gold, 1 gold per turn. Accept. Peace out regularly. America does have horses, yes they do. I am keeping an eye on them because we would love to have horses. That is something we would indeed love to have. Now, because Rome has gone Christian, whenever we attack them now, America is going to become more and more pissed off at us. Out of the other nations in the world, many of them are mostly uninterested in dealing with us. I'd love to stay on good terms with Armenia. I might even gift them something because they are the big boys of this game. And yeah, you always gift up the big boys. Okay, Ruin's now built that, so they can go for Republic well. Have you got anything else that can boost your health? No. Okay, health might start becoming an issue as we progress into the game, or further into the game. And we're going to road up there. And we've got another spy who can just wait where he is. Actually, I'd like to move the spies to the borders, since I think Rome might send counter spies. Oh no! Oh no, Christianity! Oh! Oh, that's not good. We don't like Christianity around here. Well, nothing against Christianity, obviously, but... yeah, we're going to have to move away from Republic now. We're going to have to go despotism. Do you want to adopt anything else? Do you want to adopt slavery? Don't think so. We'll move to despotism, though. Our economy will just fail horribly if we don't move to despotism. Gordium is now pissed off. We yearn to join our motherland. We desire religious freedom. You are not allowed these things, I'm afraid, sir. You're just not allowed them. Aarhus needs theatre. We need to push culture in both these provinces really hard. So we're going to go theatre, then we're going to grab a carpenter because it's nice production, and we do have access to prime timber now, so that's very nice. Then we're going to just push as much culture as we can, so probably go library and then city square for both of them. And we want to build double magi in Toledo to get the Zoroastrianism to spread there. Okay, another spy. You're going to move down to Gordium. Let's leave the archer on garrison duty. Move these guys up there. And Seville's going to build more Frank swordsmen. And I think Rune can probably build a couple of spears for the armies to make sure we don't get trolled by cavalry, because America's probably got a decent amount of cavalry. Now here's the option. Finish off Rome or go for America. It's an interesting question. Not sure which one I prefer just yet. Well, Gordium's going to need some farms. Doesn't. It's probably not worth building that cottage there. It actually needs some farms because otherwise it won't be able to grow very much. Let's go farms. I'm going to build a farm there as well. Right, Magi down to Gordium first. You, Frank Swordsman, are going to join this army down here. And we're going to need a couple more rams for this force. Okay, we're going for siegecraft. Yes, our culture, or our tech rate is just nothing right now, but that's fine. Oh, failed to spread! Oh, you cheeky bastard. People are converting. Celts must be punished? No, they shouldn't be. Yeah, the slavery does give +1 hammers to mines, which is quite nice if you build a slave market, but I don't... If I get a golden age, I might consider swapping. But I think as it stands now, I want to leave it more or less unchanged. This is very difficult right now, actually. Suddenly become very difficult. I don't think Gordium can actually afford to grow, can it? 150 gold. Go on then. Go on then. No, you're not allowed to join Rome. Ah, I have, if you check out my Yumama tubes, I talk about the setup that I do for the game. I have removed slave revolts. Slave revolts and serf rebellions I have taken out of the game. I tend not to go slavery anyway, but you know, I've cut them out. Mostly because I just get endlessly irritated as your empire gets larger, just having like a revolt every turn, pretty much. And the AI's revolts, they tend not to deal with them, and then you end up with, you know, other nations' slaves entering your lands and just being a nuisance. Which is terrible. Terrible. Like, they can't deal with them, so you have to deal with them. It's like, but I don't even have slavery. Like, why are you coming to my lands and ruining my lands? And they're like, oh, well, we're just gonna... Why would you build a city there, America? Why would you do that? Why? What compels you to do something like that? Oh, we've got a great scientist. That's pretty dank. No, we don't want to join Rome. Extra ram up in the north here might be quite nice. Now, Qin Shi Huang. Everyone's been dicking on you, my friend. Everybody has. Like, literally everyone. You have no friends. But I could be your friend. I could be Qin Shi Huang's friend. What's our most technologically buff city? City with the most commerce, Paris by a long shot. So we could Golden Age. I think I want to Academy. I think I want to Academy in Paris. We've got three, like, we've got both the coastal stuff, we've got cotton, and we've got the citrus, which is also going to give a lot of commerce when we get to it. So I think the Academy in Paris makes a lot of sense. Aarhus now is Austrian. Okay, this army's full. I think I want to bring this army up as well. We're just going to finish off Rome. Just finish off Rome. Frank swords. And Frank swords. And over here, Frank swords. We are going to go on the warpath. That's what we're going to do. I know we're horribly running out of money, but yeah, that's not something we can. That's not something we can fix easily, but we can start trying to fix it, I suppose. Except we don't have any toll houses to build. Okay, tech is going to have to change. We need to go. Probably need to go currency. Probably need to go more than currency. We probably have to go all the way to like commerce code or some shite. Plantations don't help. We need food crops. So we need to go irrigation systems. We probably need to go. Guilds don't help as much. Rudder. That's what we want. Merchant families. We have to go rudder. We can't fix our economy until we go rudder. That's a lot of tech. I'm gonna have to drop culture. No, I can't drop culture. Ah! Oh no, there's trucks outside. Oh no. Well, that's gonna be loud for a bit. I hope that's not too annoying for you guys. It's more annoying for me. I can tell you that right now. This is not pleasant. This is most irritating, in fact. Yeah, it seems like a decent spot. Farm that up. Right, let's leave one ram behind. Let's leave the spears behind with that. How many men have we got here? 9 stack. Okay, well I suppose the ram can go with them. I won't actually give them siege aid because it doesn't have enough strength, but pop you there. Alright, let's actually let's just leave the ram there. March on Rome. We need the gold. We're going broke very quickly. Which probably means we need to swap back over to commerce in a lot of our cities. And Paris especially. Although Paris can grow, it's already grown quite a lot. Let's put it over back onto commerce. Right. Farm. That'll be food positive then. Rome's defenders are... Oh, they got Imperial Legionaries now. Frank Swordsman was destroyed by Roman Velite. Oh, Qin Shi Huang will open borders. That's because I keep going to war with Rome, that's why. Right, Qin Shi Huang. Open borders. This game is so good, indeed it is. Well, Realism Invictus, or this particular run of Realism Invictus? I'd like to think this run is going alright. The oldest... Yeah, Realism Invictus is dank. It is very dank. Cannot recommend it more to the to everybody. It's just fantastic. Right. That's an American army. Oh, Rome's destroying my fishing boats. Oh, Rome, do you have to? Rome, come on, Rome. Rome's navy is a single quinquereme. The Celts will open borders with me? Yes. Will you give me spices? They will. Huh. That's curious. Oh no, fishing boats. Oh, my fishing boats. Mine fishing boats. Oh, so we can just attack Chicago. Might be able to push... I might be able to culture flip them if I keep at it. Land tactics, moving down here. Gotta take Rome. Take Rome, boys. Take Rome. Right, we can't build so many swordsmen. This is not working. Right. Let's get our epidemic chance as low as possible. You just stop training swordsmen. Just build a Therial. No, let's build a public well and a city square. Right, Gordium. You're building stuff for commerce mostly. River Dock seems good. Toll House seems good. Courthouse seems best. In fact, I probably should start thinking about moving my capital over to either Toledo, maybe even Aarhus, if we're expanding more this way. Toledo would make the most sense as of this current moment in time. But Aarhus might make more sense after we take Rome. Especially if we're expanding into America's lands here. They'll have a city here that I want. Well, we're not broke just yet. Rome's down 30% defenses. Okay, we no longer have provisional governments in these two cities, so that helps a lot in terms of their economies. We're going to grab the courthouses now because they need them badly. Is Toledo going to grow and become unhappy? That's a good question. Toledo, are you about to become really unhappy? Are you about to have an epidemic? No, you're on... Okay, you're on commerce, but not grow. Could you grow, though? No, you can't. How about Seville? You could, but you're never going to have... Oh. Apparently Zoroastrianism disappeared. Oh, they heard news of Islam and now doubt their beliefs. Oh, in fact, a lot of our places suddenly just lost all of their Zoroastrianism. In fact, basically our entire country did. Our entire country's religion just died out overnight because they heard of Islam. Well, we're going to have to fix that. We are going to have to fix that right now. Okay, boys, time for the assault. The assault of Rome. They've got a pretty decent garrison, to be honest, but we're just going to go for it and see what happens. Right, this army first. Let's get rid of one of you guys into the fray. Probably didn't do anything. Right, let's see if we can sack Rome. Sacking Rome is my next favourite thing to do in all games. They have a pretty high chance to survive with no casualties, actually. I don't think they even did damage to them. Okay. I think we're whittling them down. Are we whittling them down enough? I don't know if we are. Oh wow, 3% victory. Seems good. Don't think they did any damage there. No, neither did they. I don't think the spearmen are going to do anything either. Ooh, this is risky. No, I don't think I'm going to be able to bait them though, because China's invading them. Do I just call off the attack? We'll just call off the attack. I think if I lose too many troops to Rome, then America's going to declare war on me, so I think we're going to have to call off the attack. Right, what we're going to do, we need to recoup our losses, so we are going to have to march on another Roman city if possible. So let's try and see if we can scout out another Roman city and just sack it. Okay, well, they killed off my ram and my swordsman, but we got rid of a velite in the process, so it's not too bad. There's Smyrna. That just has a few bowmen, so we should be able to deal with that. You have no health anymore. Oh, right, because we don't have any workboats. Derp. Thanks to Rome. Thanks, Rome. God damn it. Goddamn Romans. Ruining Rome. We're going to need more workboats. Yeah, we need 2 more workboats. Wow, okay, well they attacked us, and they did pretty good because Imperial Legionaries kick ass. Would Rome peace out? For 50 gold. We might be able to get something out of this. I think because Rome's been at war with China for so long, like their entire country is just militarized like 100% of the time. No, we got a great general though. That's a plus. I think we're going to have to piece Rome out. I killed one of their troops and knocked their walls down, so I saved myself 50 gold there. Death before retreat. Yeah, that's what makes you lose Realism Invictus, unfortunately. Okay, well, not so successful, but that's alright. We've got a great general now, so. And we've got 3 more Frankish swordsmen down here, so. Ooh. This is one of those situations where I really have to consider our options. How's the map looking? We are not... We're in the middle of the pack. We don't know all the nations on the map, though. Our scouting is absolutely terrible, but that's because we got penned in very early on by Spain. Economy is absolutely atrocious, but how are we technologically speaking? We're actually, militarily speaking, probably about as powerful as we need to be, but can we hold up? I think once we get our religion spread throughout our lands again, we will be in a better spot, because we did have all of our... We had our entire religion just wiped out by the surfacing of Islam, so... yeah, Islam happened, and then we just suddenly lost all faith. Across our entire hundreds of years of tradition just disappeared overnight because Islam appeared. So yeah, we need to sort that out. Right, so if we put a Magi over here, he can't quite spread it this turn, but then we'll be able to build a second Magi in Toledo, which would be very handy. Let's get some more cottages around Seville, I guess. No, don't spread Islam to us. No, I have civil religion. That just makes my people unhappy. Okay. Right, so America's got a couple of cities we could try and take. Chicago we could just burn down because it's a nuisance. Right, let's get you to build a Magi as well. We'll get Magi's. Sort our faith out, get currency, start building markets. Right, build research for a turn, just one turn. You three boys, build a mine. General attached to Dank Swordsman. Okay, so General Swordsman, withdrawal chance. Rams, what do we want with Rams? Oh, the Rams are basically useless. City Raider, 2 I guess. Melee Shock, Melee Shock, Melee Shock. Spearman, Formation, Axeman, City Raider 3. We're going to need to get some dedicated anti-archer characters, which is going to be difficult at our current tech level. Right, markets and tax collectors. Oh, tax officers and markets. Oh boy. Oh boy. We're still going to have to build the Magi. That's very important we do that. Tax office, market. Magi, theatre, tax office, market. Yeah, okay. Alright, college. No, we're not cancelling our deals with the Celts. They don't want to give us spices anymore. That's fine. I don't mind. Okay. Okay, I think this game's still salvageable. Yeah, I feel you there. I feel you there on the odds. The odds always seem very much stacked and very much against you in Civ. Islam is mighty. No, I'm sorry, Celts, but I can't give up my Zoroastrianism. It's making me fat stacks of cash, so I can't be giving that up just yet, I'm afraid. Right, let's pop another Magi, go to Arhus, get another mine there. Oh, the mine's already done. Okay, build a road. Okay, pop. Okay, right, we fixed our religious crisis. It's fine. We just had to have a bit of a theological rediscovery. It's fine. I need that workboat sooner because it needs to go and sort out the fish and Gordium. Okay, we've got shipbuilding. We're leading to rudder. We're going to get compasses and things. It's going to be great. We're going to be able to go across the ocean. Oh. Okay, now we can in theory go to war with Rome again, which means we need to be very, 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 very careful about how we proceed from this point onwards. I don't think starting a war with America is a particularly good idea, so let's not do that. They do... they want to give us horses, eh? Oh boy, we got horses. Okay. Thank you, America. You're great. In fact, America, do you want a gift? I'm going to give you salt, because I'm a nice guy. Right. Okay, that changes things. That does change things. That changes a lot of things, actually. Right, Gordium, you need to go to growth policy now, because you need to get some growth. You need to get some growth in you. You've got to get big. Get big. Okay, so the best way to handle Rome is attack from everywhere but Rome, because Rome is fortified like nobody's business. So we're going to have to attack from the east here, and we will send an army to occupy Rome. What I want to do, now that we have access to horses, is build a large contingent of cavalry and just set them to auto-raid. And whenever we go to war with someone, they'll just like march all across my opponent's lands and just like burn all their improvements down. Which if Rome's mostly got swordsmen, they're not going to do very well against knights and heavy cavalry. So hopefully that will go in our favour. Right. Okay, tax officers are getting done. Our tech rate is climbing again. Zoroastrianism spread in Rome again. Rome converted to Zoroastrianism again. So we will not pretend to know what's going on there. Just that they're having a little bit of a crisis of faith, you could say. Harbours, yes. Trade routes, yes. Yes. Give me money. We very badly need money. Oh, got another great profit. We can now get Adder Farm Bag, which gives 25% culture in all cities. Value. I will grab that. Alright, Aarhus. Walls, please. I don't know if we need more cottages specifically, but it couldn't hurt. Toledo keeps saying it wants farms, but they're just going to be food neutral, so I don't like the idea of building them. I will go build a cottage on that hemp, though. I should probably build a road up to where I'm rallying my army. Yeah, you can have some clams. The Celts just can't decide what they want to do with us. They can't decide if they want to be friendly or if they want to attack us. They're just like, make demands, give them gifts. Just can't make their mind up. Oh no, Paris is having an epidemic. Oh god damn it, Paris. Right, go to food focus and just grow back up again. And then have another epidemic and it'll be fine. Right, commerce code on its way. And then we can get some serious value. Why can't we get heavy cavalry? I'm racking my brains. Why can't we get heavy cavalry? I don't want to have them. What am I doing? Let's build some more Frankish axemen, I guess. Actually, no. If Rome's building legionaries, we just need Frank swordsmen. Why can't we get... Grab commerce code. Why can't we grab... we need stirrups, that's why. Derp. Derp for me. We need horseback riding as well. That would help. That would help. We might get horses from America, but we actually don't know how to ride them, so we just have horses. Okay, he doesn't want to do that deal. That's fine. We don't need to do that deal just yet anyway. Right. Gordium needs health. Build a well swiftly, if you don't mind. Road up to there. Horseback riding, okay. We get stirrups, we build cavalry. It's important stuff. Aarhus can't really focus on growth all that much, but it can try. It can try. And the smokehouse, it will be reasonably worth doing. So Toledo's going to pop out a bunch of Frankish swordsmen. I don't know how much we need to concern ourselves with we can get Frankish cavalry now as well. Perfect. Perfect. And we'll get the stirrups soon. We can build stables. We're just going to go with a couple of Frankish cavalry to start with, though. Alright, let's start spitting out Frank cavalry. And we'll need to build them in Paris as well. Aarhus, 15 turns, not worth it. We're on 9 turns, probably worth building a couple there too. There's a stirrup. And we get literature in 1 turn, so might as well. Alright, there's literature. Okay, what else can we get? Calendar, not too bothered by. Guilds, we definitely want. Dynasticism gives us monarchy. We don't care about too much. We need rudder for our eco. We need siegecraft for killing people, so siegecraft. I guess a public well. I don't know if you actually need it. No, you definitely don't need it. Right. You can build a forge instead. Ah, we can build the build the Song of Roland. Song of Roland is probably worth focusing on in Toledo, since that place spits out troops pretty quickly for the most part. Okay, you finish your road up there. That's good. We're going to start building farms around here. Uh-oh. because we need more farms. Run can... Focusing on commerce right now. I think I'm going to tell it to focus on production. Get that harbour out, get some more troops out. I think we can keep... America and China are quite happy with us. So we've got 2 allies along our borders. We just got to focus on getting Rome out of the game. We'll get Rome out of the game. Which we can do, Funnily enough, it's gone fairly peaceful now, which is very strange. I'm going to give them withdrawal and automate pillage. Yeah, you can have some fish. Whatever, man. If you want your fish, you can have some fish. I will not deny you that. Oh, elephants. You can get war elephants as well now. Oh. I think war elephants have probably got to the point where they're getting a bit obsolete. They're not the 8 strength powerhouses that they are if you get them very, very early on in the game. Plate armor, you say? Plate armor. Let's pick up ritual in case we have coffee. And let's go for plate armor. Because we can train bannerets without going into a monarchy. So we can stay despotism and get lots of bannerets. And by that I mean the Chevalier bannerets, which are pretty awesome. It's a bit of a generic, vague, unfocused tech choice. To just go, we might end up with... I don't think withdrawal helps unless we're actually attacking, so I'm going to actually go for land tactics. Can't remember if withdrawal actually affects on just defensive battles as well, but... did we find any coffee? We didn't. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Song of Roland's about to pop. Oh boy. Song of Roland, here we go. Right. We are going to need a siege workshop. No, we don't need a siege workshop, we just need a couple of catapults. Actually, we could just upgrade the rams into catapults. We have gold. We just need to just dump our tech and spit out Frankish cavalry and upgrade these into catapults, which cost 270. Yeah, you can upgrade one of them. I won't delete the ram because they've got promotions. I should use them. Okay, land tactics and automate pillage. Cancel deals with China. Yes, I would rather do that and keep friends with America, because America is quite swole, and we wouldn't want to annoy our swole border friends, if we can call them friends. They leave us alone, so I guess that's about as friendly as we've gotten in this game. Okay, how likely are we to do anything against Rome at this point? Where's the Hunter's Cabin? Okay, let's get that. Tactics and automate pillage. I reckon we could do some damage to Rome. The automated pillaging is at least going to cause some economic distress. I reckon we could steal a city from under their nose. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Here come the cavalry. Oh no. Wait, a Roman velite managed to kill one of my cavalry. Seriously? Qin Shi Huang's going to open borders again. Seems fine to me. Let's do that. They built cottage there, which is fine. Can't drain marshes. Toledo very badly needs food, and we are going to eventually get peasant servitude, which will improve our food output. Aha! Okay. Okie dokie. What do we need now? I mean, that does help a little bit, but I guess more Frankish cavalry are always good. Smash them walls down. Land tactics and automate pillage. That's right. Ruin their eco. Wow, you actually lost that attack. Well, I guess I'll just get a spim to go clean it up then. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. Right, what's the defences here? A lot of auxilia, which are not actually scary at all. So we could probably just assault it and we'd have no real problems. Let's go for it. Citizens have formed a unit of Polybian legionary. Oh. So their citizens are trying to hold us off. Frankish cavalry is destroyed by some Roman auxilia. That's fine. Everybody, I want you to grab City Raider, and otherwise you can take melee shock. And we will install a new governor. It's going to give us access to a pretty decent selection of resources there. It's a pretty decent spot. Wouldn't mind if I could rebuild it on the coast, but it's just not economically viable to do that, so... Okay! 1 up on Rome. Let's see if they want to take peace. They will sign peace. They'll also trade map, apparently. Rome. Alright, I want world map for peace. Actually, let's see, what will you offer me? 310 gold. How about world map as well? How about, let's say, 250. 250 gold in your world map. No. How about 150 and your world map? Forget it. How about your world map? We'll take that. Looks like they know most of the planet. Okay, it's a good deal. Done. Done indeed. Done indeed. Bouvray. Culture. Production. Okay, right. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the map, okay? Because this is sort of the first time we've had a chance to take a look at the full map and actually decide whether we actually stand a chance in this game. Right. Let's turn off resource icons. Okay. So I'll start from the left. We have a small Mali. A very small Mali. I don't think they're a threat. They're the founders of Solar Cult. Nobody seems to follow it, so we don't really care. We have an incredibly small German Empire that's mostly been taken over by the Armenians. We have an incredibly small Japan that has been mostly taken over by the Armenians. The Armenians are a massive powerhouse. They are founders of Buddhism, and it's mostly pretty well kept in their lands as well. They do expand a bit too far south without any real power to back it up, so maybe they're not totally out of the reaches of us just yet. America owns up here, so they captured a province from China. America's spread a little bit thin. Most nations are on about 5 cities, so we're not behind in terms of cities. If we can conquer Rome, we're actually going to be one of the biggest nations on the map. We can surprise attack America and take Los Angeles and Chicago in more or less a single turn. It looks like Rome only just recaptured Alexandria from China as well. We can naval invasion of Britain or England. We could take London, Liverpool. We could take basically their entire civ in one turn with the naval invasion. If Britain was at war with another nation. Britain keeps going to war with Poland, don't they? Who only own one province now, so Maybe the next time we see Britain go to war with Poland, we can have a naval invasion prepared. We'd need seafaring ships, not just coastal. But even with just coastal ships, we could land off and just take Sheffield straight away. We need to focus on taking Rome out. What's the time now? Time's 5 o'clock. Okay. Right. I think it's worth continuing. I think we definitely have a chance to still win this. Armenia's quite powerful, but we have a lot of... Like, America still likes us for some obscure reason. Because of that, we still have a chance. I think if we had a neighbour who was going to be at war with us as well, we wouldn't be able to manage it. And China quite likes us too. I mean, they don't like us, but because we're fighting Rome, they're much happier with us than they otherwise would be. So I think the goal here is to finish Rome off, advance through the Renaissance. We're going to have to fortify our border against the barbarians up here, though, because that's going to be a problem. I guess we get a bunch of cavalry and just set them on patrol. That'll be fine. So we need to take Rome, fortify the borders against barbarians, advance up through the Renaissance, probably moving into black powder armies, and then take England. And that will probably put us ahead of everyone else on the planet. Or we take Rome, we hunker down until we get astrology and astronomy, discover islands / the New World, and take those over instead. Because if you take a look at the number of civs here, we're missing a couple. We are missing a couple of civs, which means they're on another continent. What do you guys think? If you're in this position. I don't know how many of you actually play Realism Invictus on... I mean, you might play it on a higher difficulty than Emperor, but I think Emperor's tends to be the sort of like the cap difficulty. So I don't know how many of you have been in situations playing on this difficulty before and have some insights. Even if you're not very experienced with Realism Invictus, I mean, anyone that's still watching Civilization 4 being played has probably played quite a lot of Civilization, so you might have some insights that could help here. But I'm torn between continuing to focus on the mainland civilizations we're aware of and possibly going for... This is where probably around here or here we're going to find the New World, quote-unquote New World. I'm torn. I don't know which one would actually be better. I think Napoleon and France itself is more geared. Go for the New World? I think France and Napoleon the First, like as our civ leader with Conqueror, is much more suited to just focusing on the taking the mainland and just hacking civs down. I think he's much better suited for it. Okay. Right, well, you guys can have a little chatter about that. I'm going to make a cup of tea because I need some more caffeine. And I think it will help. And in the meantime, I will theorise what I'm going to do. I think getting rid of Rome is most certainly going to be top of the list. Taking Rome out, which honestly, one more war, maybe two. Take Smyrna in the next one, maybe final third war after that. Maybe just leave them in Alexandria as a buffer state. Could do that. But do I want a permanent enemy on my borders who, if I ever leave my sort of garrisons of Rome a bit light, they'll just come in and invade it again? Probably not. I'll probably just wipe them out. Border China. How likely is China to declare war on me then? It's difficult to say. Alright, I'm going to go get some tea and then I'll muddle over that whilst I'm doing that. Rightio. Ooh. Rightio, boys. Okie dokie. Let's see what you got to say. Okay, so Lord Aki's on the colonial plan, and Nailitzo says Old World first. Depends. Now the New World's going to have other nations there, and if one of them's advanced significantly, then you're never going to be able to get a foothold there anyway. So it honestly is very hard to tell. Finish Rome, leaving Alexandria. I've thought about this. Right, so what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to finish Rome off in either one more war or two, depending. Then we're going to hunker down. We're going to tech up. I'm actually going to change my tech route because we are going to go thusly. Firstly, we're going to grab rudder because rudder is amazing. We want city rights because we want to get schools as well. Schools require well, they require algebra and geometry. Don't require city rights anymore. Well, that's nice. We're going to go rudder. We're going to go algebra and geometry. Then we're going to go dynasticism, irrigation system, peasant servitude, feudal contract, which will give us access to Carolingian paladins. Then we're going to go plate armor. After that, we will reconsider our options. Since I don't think we need a military advantage on... We don't need a technological advantage to beat Rome militarily anymore. We are currently beating Rome. We don't need more technology to do so. We do, however, need more Frankish swordsmen. And we're going to... That's already Zoroastrian, so that's fine. But we are going to need to build some more Frankish swordsmen. Because we've got plenty of Frankish cavalry to sort of mess around their lands. Don't think you need that, to be honest. Just build more Frankish cavalry. I think I'll build like 3 more Frankish cavalry in... Well, 2 more, because then the peace deal will expire. And that's around about the time we want to have our armies ready to re-engage on Rome. Like, peace deal expires, we fight. Like, that's how it's going to go. We're just going to push Rome as hard as possible. And don't give them a moment to recover. As soon as we give Rome a moment to recover, we have a bad day. Now, hopefully, America leaves us alone whilst we're doing this. It doesn't look like America's going to go ham anytime soon, which is nice. We're going to move a small contingent of troops to go fight Alexandria. I don't think we'll need more than a few. They will need a catapult, though, probably. So we'll get these bunch of Frankish swordsmen. We'll give them a catapult. We're actually going to give them city attack as well, because we're going for the kill. Going for the throat on Rome. Oh no, the Polish have been destroyed. Oh, we met the Berbers. Hello, Berbers. How you doing? Where are the Berbers? Good question. Where are the Berbers? Where are they? Where do they exist? Where do you come from? I don't think the Berbers are on this map. The Berbers must be... The Berbers on the New World? Possibly. Is anyone else willing to give world map? I want this. 5 gold. I'll take it. Poor Poland? Yeah, poor Poland. Nobody shed a tear for Spain, though. Nobody knew who Spain was. We just beat them so quickly. What would I like from you? Probably an extra Frankish swordsman, just to bolster the troops. Bolster the troops. Right, move up to Bouvray. Gonna need to leave some troops behind. we are going to leave you behind. All you guys are going to move out. So just need to get a theatre here and they should be happy after that point. They might not be, but hopefully they are. We've got at least another construction we can do before we need to worry about... Okay, you can go on that and raid. Oh, enemy's been spotted near Bouvray. It is, in fact, woodsmen who have bonus city attack, so we can't leave the city quite that undefended. We're going to leave a Frankish swordsman there as well, and he's got bonus first melee, so he should be more than capable of holding the city with an extra spin. Okay, send you catapults over there. Now, we could use this army to sneak attack Los Angeles. Ah, Roman spy has been thwarted by French counterintelligence agents. This is why you put spies everywhere, because otherwise the AI just caused you massive issues by being assholes. Rather they didn't. I'm going to build another spy, actually. Oh. Wait, my swordsman got beat by the... Okay, so he got wrecked by a very low chance, which is fair enough. It's how the game works. Oh wait, no, they were attacking one of my reinforcing units. Okay, well, goodbye, woodsman. We hardly knew ye. Oh look, there's a barbarian city over there. Well, let's go crush that down quickly. Let's go crush the barb city before it becomes a problem. Oh, it's already becoming a problem. Right. Actually, I want you guys to build one more Frankish knight before you start building anything else. No, not patrollers. We don't want mounted patrollers. We want Frankish knights, Frankish cavalry. That's what we need. Right. There's some savage archers here, which our cavalry will deal with. And then they will move back into our lands and heal up. And this army's going to move on. Oh, it's just a tiny little barbarian city. Yeah, that's not going to last very long. Which is fine. We don't want it to last very long. We'd rather it just wasn't there. Rather... America... I hope you're going for Rome, because I have quite a large army and will fight you. We found that the barbarians are giving us the secrets of dualism, because we're that far behind on some of our technological advances. We got that. Right, both you guys can grab bonus versus melee and fortify. Okay, we cancelled our peace deal with Augustus. It's fine, we're not going to declare war just yet. Okay, let's give you bonus versus melee. Fortify up for a turn. Well, there's a bunch of Roman slaves here. You will go to merchant families or stay with guilds. Oh, merchant families, my friend. Oh, craft guilds. +1 production for craftsmen and enables guild halls. Pretty decent. Merchant families. +1 trade route per city. Reduced maintenance costs from distance. What? Value. Always go merchant families. Merchant families, best civic. So good for this stage of the game. Right, Rome. We have a slight problem, and it's that you still exist. So we're gonna try and change that as quickly as possible. Let's split these guys up and get them on auto raid. Raid up, boys. Oh yes, here comes the chevauchée, French chevauchée, riding around Rome, just pillaging all their stuff. Oh, it's glorious. Glorious, glorious. Right, let's move some swordsmen. We're going to go for Smyrna first. Alright, we freed 2 workers, and we're just going to put them on Build Trade Network, because I can't be asked to manually manage those many workers anymore. Okay, apparently we lost quite a lot of troops there. Oh, it was to Roman troops. Move back into our lands and just heal up for now. So Rome's committing quite a lot of troops to stopping our pillaging of their lands, which is fine. Honestly. We are going to... Right, what resources have they got around? Pigs, there's iron, there's a decent number of hills, we've got a river. Yeah, it's probably worth keeping. There's an Imperial Legionary. Oh dear. Them Imperial Legionaries. Smyrna's built on iron. There's a lot of stone. That's good actually. If we've got enough stone, we can get lovely paved roads. We have Roman roads, which we definitely need. So that's good. More farms, I guess. You can just heal up. You can move forward. March on Rome. Road's been destroyed by a barbarian savage. Oh, isn't that a shame? Move into the city there. Just need to just heal up for a turn. We will never give up our beliefs. I'm sorry, Celts. I'm sorry. Do you want some prime timber? Take it as a gift. I don't need it. I really don't. What have they got defending the city? Imperial Legionary, European Levy. Oh, they got Levy now. Oh boy. Right. Let's buff you up. We're going to put you in the stack. 11 out of 13. Could put a couple more units in the stack. 13 out of 13, that's fine. Right, you are going to grab... Ah, the Berbers! They're a formed nation. Oh, that explains a lot. Right, we're going to grab you... just take combat for now. Come down to Alexandria, I guess. Oh, we're in the medieval era. We've probably got loads of issues now. We don't want guilds. Oh, we've got another great prophet. Oh, that's good. Right, we're going to leave one of you swordsmen here, and the rest are going to just march on Rome. We could pop dualism, which we definitely don't want to do. We could take a golden age, though. Or we could just leave them in the city. If we research dualism, what would that do for us? What would he pop next? Probably monotheism and polytheism. So we'd have to waste like 10 turns or something researching redundant texts. So I think we're going to pop the golden age here. See. Okay. So we can't get access through the Berbers' lands, but the Berbers probably don't have very much. I mean, yeah, they're just barbs. They're literally just a barb civ, so... let's move down there. Keep some troops around Alexandria, in case we need to have that protected. Alright, so happiness is going to be a little bit of an issue in some of our cities. Our new cities. We can grab a city square. That will solve the happiness issues there. And in Paris, we just have some generic happiness issues. We'll build an arena. That should solve that. Frank swordsman was destroyed by a barbarian mounted. Okay, how on earth is a Frank swordsman being destroyed by strength 3 barbarian mounted troops? Seriously. Like, come on, game. Come on. I know you don't want me to do very well. It is Emperor difficulty, but that's a little far stretched, isn't it? A little bit, just a little bit much. Right, pillage. Oh, barbarian mounted bowmen. Okay, I think we can deal with them. And we'll get one of our cav to deal with that. Right, Imperial Legionary, a catapult, velocate, European levy, and a couple of bowmen. What's our odds? Not very good to start with. That's because the cavalry are going to do the first assault. And they cause collateral damage, which is quite nice. Apparently they did absolutely bugger all, though. Okay, that should have done some more. Apparently not. Can't win a single battle. Oh, well that's not good. Oh, for God's sake. That's okay, we've got a second army. Rome's also more or less undefended, so I think we'll just take Rome. We'll just take Rome. If you're not going to let us take Smyrna, we will just take Rome instead. I'm actually going to give them the bonus versus archers. I want them to just move in and take the city if possible. If I get the siege weapons to attack, what's our odds of doing damage? Pretty decent, not a huge amount though. They aren't going to deal collateral either. So we could just take Rome and then move south from there. That seems reasonable. Oh, let's take Rome. Rome's got a couple of bowmen, a legionary, and a velite. We've got a lot of Frankish swordsmen here, so. And they moved a lot of workers back into Rome because they don't really have much else left. Let's move this cavalry to join the group. This guy's going to grab City Raider and come join the army. And this cav can come join as well. Rome sent some catapults out that way. Just a little curious. That was not a very good assault for us though, by any stretch of the imagination. It's pretty awful, pretty atrocious. But we'll do what we can. Move there for now. You can move up to join the army. Well, they got bowman, velite, leve, legionary, bowman. About the same as the other city, but I think we've got just much more mass of swordsmen here, so should do quite well. Don't know why you want to build a lumber mill on those, but though we can start building lumber mills, which is quite important. Actually, I might want to just attack the city next turn, so I'll just skip these guys on that hill so they don't move. And we might be able to start the assault with this cavalryman. Frankish spearman killed barbarian mounted boatman. Cool. Oh, there's barbarians from the north there. Oh, don't you dare take my city. You take my city, I'm going to be really mad. Right. Might have to send this cavalry over there, actually. Yeah, we're going to have to do that, just to be safe. Right. Cavalry attack. Collateral damage. Oh, he actually won! Okay, well that's the first piece of real good news there. And attack. For the collateral damage, and attack. And then finally we can swing with everybody else. Great General, 98%. That gets rid of one defender. And then these boys can finish it off. And there's Rome. Yeah, install new governor. Right, prepare for the final assault of Smyrna. Bunch of Velite. Velite are really bad at defending cities. Rioting broke out in Rome. Well, what a surprise. I just took their capital. I should think that people are not particularly happy with that. But they will assent. They will assent. Pretty bad assaults to start with, but we picked it up. We picked it up by the end of it. Okay, worker, just auto route for now. You can take City Raider. Right, militarily speaking, we're about half the strength of America, which is not good. Not good at all. Right, let's fortify up. We're going to just need some cheap troops to move to the border cities, I guess. So, a couple of bowmen here, a couple of bowmen in Seville, and it should be enough to start fortifying Rome up against barbarians. I'm just going to take that fight quickly. So we lost some of our stuff. Have them rest up. Worker, automate routes. Move over on to Smyrna. Grab an arena, because extra happiness, I guess, might come handy. Qin Shi Huang's declaring war on Germany. I thought Germany was super far away, though. Like, why are they doing that? Who knows? We will never know, really. We need the cavalry. Otherwise, we can't do the collateral damage we need on the city defenders. using the cavalry. Alright, Rome's fallen. It's now ours. We need to sort it out a lot though. It needs a lot of sorting out. Production, do not grow when it's unhappy. Culture. Spearman, he's got good city raider and stuff though. I don't want to leave him behind. Let's see. You've just got Frankish bowman. Alright, Spearman's going to have to stay behind because he's the least useful of the troops. Might have to use the catapults to deal some damage to the defenders, but we should be able to win. If not, we'll have to peace out, which will be a shame, but... Right. So, collateral damage first. Apparently he did menial collateral damage to that actual army. I'm going to use a couple of the catapults, try and soften them up. How's it looking now? A little bit better. Swing. Okay, managed to kill one. Rest of the army, finish them off, please. Almost. And we can't take the city using siege weapons. So, this hunter might actually take Smyrna. He might actually do it. If the barbarians take it, national holiday for the cav unit, yeah, definitely. Let's see. Well, horsemanship tradition is just a no-brainer for our next great general. Are you going to take Smyrna? No, they dropped some European levy, so... you can just finish off those hunters, because I don't want them taking the city. You're wounded. Lost some of the catapults, it's fine. Okay, yeah, we're getting there. And there's Smyrna. Okay. Right, no more Rome. No more Rome. One more. We got it. We got it. Right, we have to drop our... Now here's the thing, do we drop our tech or do we increase it? Do we try and get rudder? We're not going to be able to get it in time, so... Might be able to. If we get it in 12 turns, possibly. Are the English willing to make a trade? Celts. Right. Germans. I'm just seeing what trades I can make right now. Right, China's going to die. China is going to fall, so we don't need to worry about China suddenly turning on us, because they're just too weak. They can barely hold on against the Armenians and America. So, where does that leave us? Let's think. Let's think. Grab city square. You need the happiness. We need to rejiggle around for production. Paris is... yeah, Paris is fine. Right. I think we keep our tech slow for now. Not that slow. Get it down to 20 turns. Yeah, that's fine. Right. That'll do. Workshop seems fine. Hunt's cabin, sure, why not? I don't want to worry too much about workers right now. Right. Barbs. Uh-oh. Right, you stay in Smyrna. with this guy. Should be able to hold that. Archer, how far can you go? Might have to send both of them. Catapult's not necessary anymore. It's going to cost us maintenance. These two troops, I'm just going to give them standard combat and move them over to Bouvray. Go to Bouvray. Hopefully you can beat this woodsman. Okay, you beat the woodsman. We should be able to reinforce the city from there. Okay. Frankish cav. I don't know why I'm building a tavern here, it's a bit useless. Frankish cav, Frankish cav, Frankish cav. Build another one. Now the reason I'm building these is because we need to improve our military score compared to our neighbours, otherwise they might just invade us. And the best way to do that is put a bunch of cavalry just on patrol, or perhaps even hunt, and then they'll run around attacking the barbarians in the nearby area. And hopefully that'll be able to protect us. Let's get this guy's healed up. Alright, Smyrna's capitulated as well now. Chinese must be punished. Well, I can't actually afford a war right now with the Chinese. Otherwise I'd say yes to that. I genuinely would say yes to that. But I genuinely cannot afford a war with China right now. We just got our war with Big Papa Rome. We're going to need a moment to collect ourselves. Culture, temple. No, you're not allowed to join China. Oh, great. Mounted bowman. Mounted barbarian bowman. What a pain in the arse. No, I'm sorry, Qin Shi Huang. If you were stronger, I might take that seriously, but you are anything but strong, which is a shame for you. That means I won't help. Right, I'm gonna have to get some of these cav rallied up in the north there. I'll get a Frankish bowman so I can send them up to that point as well. Because we're going to need to get rid of that barbarian city. No, grab stables, that's fine. That'll help us build our cav up a bit better. Then you move over to Rome. How's separatism looking? Aside from Alexandria, it's in check. Okay, that's fine. Alright, we have to drop our tech. That's not good. That's really not good. Okay. Might have to swap my cities back over to commerce focus. They're on production because they need to get cultural buildings sorted. Otherwise they're going to have massive public order issues. Okay, that's helped with the economy for sure. Let's get a library up in Bouvray. Let's give our great general some leadership, since he seems to be doing pretty good. Right, we want to boost our tech because we need to get rudder as quickly as possible. Buddhism is mighty. No, I'm sorry, I don't have. I have one city that's Buddhist. Otherwise, I would probably say yes to that, Armenia. Well, maybe, I don't know. I might say yes to that. So I'm a bit on the fence about what religion I want to stay. Because I kind of want to just suck up and pick a religion that some of the other nations have got, just to stay on their good side. Now let's get some Magi, because we need to spread. Do we need to spread Zoroastrianism anywhere? Oh, we don't, actually. I thought we might need to. In that case, I could pick it up anyway, just spread it around the American lands a bit. I don't think there's any other buildings I want, so maybe a siege workshop, but aside from that, I'm not particularly interested in building any more buildings there, so let's get rid of those barbarian archers. Start marching on this barbarian city. Have some tea. Right, Gordium, you have some, well, you have many production issues. Grab a granary for now, because I think it's probably gonna, if I build a forge, it's gonna cause epidemics and shit. I'd rather that didn't happen. Okay, once we get rid of this, we'll be able to secure the border against all these barbarians. Like border patrol. Burn it. Right, these troops. Do I want to get rid of the Berbers? If the Berbers expand up here, I don't care. They might leave me alone. I could even try and... I can't open borders with them, but... I very much doubt the Berbers are going to declare war on me. Their army's probably very, very weak. Start moving down here. Right. So yeah, we're just building the cavalry, not to make ourselves seem super scary. We actually just want to... Well, yeah, we do want to look super scary, but that's it. We don't want to invade people with it. We just want to try and discourage people from attacking us whilst we're rebuilding our economy. Once we get peasant servitude and that sort of thing. Does Seville need more... Well, ideally, Seville needs some more farms. Let's get a couple of lumber mills over there. I'm going to put that one on patrol. Okay, so that's Rome out the way. Rome is dealt with, and we can go on to focusing on restructuring the economy. I ideally want to fog bust all this bit in the north. Unfortunately, my cheap units to do that are not exactly super cheap. I could do it with spies, I guess. Don't really see the point in doing that. I'd probably just do it with skirmishers, I guess. It's probably the best way to do it. Build a couple of skirmishers. I'd have thought the Berbers would have more problems with barbarians, but maybe they're not. Maybe they just want to come for us. Yeah, you can have some gold. I really can't afford to give gold away, but we're going to do it. Right. I don't think we care about birth rate, really. We have pretty atrocious birth rate. We haven't got any wonders. I think we go caste system. Free commoners, we get city rights, which is quite good. Which is very good, actually. think for now we'll go caste system though, and we'll go merchant families. Do I want 2 turns of revolution though? That's the question. Good question. I think 1 turn of revolution's fine. We'll stay tribal for now. Okay, calendar in 2 turns is pretty good. Ah, the Celts will trade maps with us. Okay. Accept. Ah, Celts have some updated maps. Okay, they found somebody over here. Oh, it's just a small island. Celts are declaring war on the Arabians, which I don't actually know where the Arabians are. Well, either way. Barbarian Hunter. Oh, that's a nuisance. A woodsman and a hunter there. Smyrna's going to need walls, isn't it? It's going to need walls. I guess the only good spot to fog bust is, like, I guess I set up on one of these hills, and that's not even particularly effective. Maybe the fog busting isn't going to do anything. Maybe we just have to accept we're going to have barbarians coming from up there for a while. And by a while, I mean probably the rest of the game. At least until we discover satellites. Let's build a granary for a... I think I'll take the tax office afterwards. Got a Magi. So I guess we'd just go and try and convert some American cities. Why not? What do we lose out of it? Nothing. What do we gain? Potentially a better relation America that's going to leave us alone whilst we tech up. I failed. Let's get rid of those barbs. The smokehouse seems fine. Land tactics, guard the city. Oh, just do that. Just heal you up. Walls, because not really. Just build more Magi. I'm gonna put you on automate for trade routes. I can't just get Zoroastrianism to spread. That's a problem. Well, we're going to keep doing it. It's not like we've got anything else to do with our production right this second. Put our tech up. 20% tech now. We're getting there. We're getting there. That's a tavern. More espionage isn't the worst thing in the world. Arhus, you're now unhappy. I don't know why you decided to grow if you're unhappy, but sure. Just accept that's what you did. And move on. Weaver's Workshop there. And you're going to need some quick happiness. What's a quick way of getting you some happiness? I guess the arena is probably the cheapest way of doing it, production-wise. Also, hopefully, YouTube or Twitch doesn't decide to copyright the video because I forgot to turn off the music. We need to get a war galley, aren't we, to deal with bloody pirates. I know America's mostly dealing with them, but no, we can't afford a war. Well, I probably could have went to war with the Japanese. It's not like they could have done anything in retaliation, but you're going to get automated. Yes, you're going to get automated finally. Finally, I've lost the will to manually manage my workers at this stage of the game. And Rome will probably... my entire civilization will become nothing but windmills. Because that seems to always be what happens. It will all be farms, and then they won't want farms anymore, and they'll just build windmills. Los Angeles, multicultural center of religious understanding. In Civ, of course. Yes, it even accepted our Zoroastrian followers. Well, we're keeping up on the charts for now. Good. Let's see if we can't spread more Zoroastrianism around good old America. Oh, they need fishing boats there as well. Apparently they got burned down by something irritating. I'll get some more fish, I could always trade that. Yeah, that's a good idea. Dijon has been captured by the Americans. America, you captured that. I guess. International expansion, I guess. You know, you gotta... Ah, masonry materials. Yes, build me a stonecutter. Worthy of Mordor. Rice for limestone? Absolutely not. I need that for my masonry materials. So I can build lovely Roman roads and have dank movement. I failed to spread it, it's fine. Oh no, a portion of our state treasury is stolen. Oh, price for wheat, I like that deal. No, just try and spread it in Changsha for now. Sure. Border patrol. Oh, well, everyone's jumping on board the Berbers? Wait, is that the Berbers? Is that the Berbers? Not the Berbers. Right. Magi. Magi, go. Researching paper. Zoroastrian Temple. No, you really badly need some more production. I'm going to put you on production focus because apparently you just don't have any otherwise. You just have 0 production if I don't set you to focus on it specifically. I failed to spread it in Changsha. Can drop another Magi. If we can spread it around America, that might help conquering them later. Civil religion's not going to do any good for us if we ever attack America, because they have like 5 religions in all their cities, and that'll just cause mass revolts. How is our revolt chance, by the way? I should probably check that out. I haven't played around with the revolts in Realism Invictus too much, but seems fine. Sovereignty definition client state system. Okay, it's fine. Not causing any issues just yet. Except in Alexandria, they have a slight... Oh, it's a cultural thing. Well, they're going to have to spread... Yeah, Alexandria just needs to focus on cultural buildings then. Once they've popped out enough cultural buildings, it shouldn't be a problem. Should quickly return to normal. Gets an aqueduct. Yeah, an arena. Keeps you happy. Whatever keeps you happy, city. Whatever keeps you happy. Right, so we did manage to spread Zoroastrianism in Washington. We can spread it in Changsha as well. We're all good. Maybe we could convince the Americans to convert. They just don't like you enough. Well, that's a shame. Have some fish. Gotta keep placating the Americans for now. I could build an army and go to war with them. It's just I don't really see the need. I feel it would be counterproductive. So how's England looking? From what we can see in their borders, They have Anglo-Norman crossbows, so they've got mill machinery. How far are we behind on tech? Probably a little bit, but we're catching up quite quickly. Once we get the school revolution, where we build schools everywhere, our tech will skyrocket. We'll get at least another 40 points of tech a turn, at the very least. And we'll be able, once we get city rights, we can get thingamabob. So algebra, geometry. If we get city rights, we get whatchamacallit, free commoners, which then means all of our towns and stuff produce more commerce, so it becomes quite good. Buddhism spread in Seville. I'm not going to attack the Celts, no. Caravan house, sure. We're still also like building up a lot of our land over here that we've newly conquered. It still needs a lot of restructuring. A lot of devastation from that war needs to be repaired. We bump the tech up, we can. We're the largest civ on the planet? Well, that's good. Better just keep it up. Forbidden Palace. I should probably think about moving my palace, actually. I genuinely need to consider that. I think it would save us a lot of gold. Where would we want to move it to? I think Aarhus is actually the most central place we have. It's not a great place to move the palace to, but in terms of maintenance, it probably is. So I think I want to do that. Uh-oh. England declared war on me. What? Naval invasion. Oh boy, here we go. Alright, we'll go take a look at that in a moment. See how bad that really is. Oh, that's not a naval invasion. That is just a standard invasion. Okay, right. Well, all hands on deck. We're losing Gordium. How do we respond? How do we respond to England invading us? The North still has to rebuild. And fight off barbarians. I don't know why I'm building a worker. Right, let's cancel that. Short swords are going to do absolutely nothing. They've got pikemen. Bloody hell! Right. And war elephants. Okay. That's quite a stacked army there. How do we fight that? It's going to have to just be a lot of Frank Sultan, I think. Right, cities, you're all going back on production. Aarhus can build the palace. Well, our cavalry aren't going to do anything against that. Not against pikemen. We could try use skirmishers, but we're going to build a few cavalry still, but... I wonder what the British Navy looks like. Might as well try and blockade their trade. We'll go blockade their trade outside London. We'll sit on their fish and block their trade. It's the best we can do. Hey, tech's gonna have to go all the way down again. So Gordium falls. And the English keep on moving. Wow, and Armenia breaks our borders. And they break our deals as well. Okay, that's not good. Right. Stop training units for 1 second, and that's what happens. And there's 2 British war galleys, so we can't even fight their war galleys. Okay. a random skirmisher there. We would take him out. Wow, we took some damage fighting him. Right, heal up. What they got defending that tile? 3 war elephants and a crossbowman. Just defend there. Right. As long as we don't let them take any more cities. It's going to cause collateral damage. I think we need to take the attack there. Right, let's promote this dude up. We could just try and hold Toledo, to be honest. Oh, they've only got two defenders. That's probably not the best move there. We haven't got any cavalry around that can just suddenly pop into the city. I can move this cavalry, I guess, that's healing up. Oh, they attacked Toledo, but they didn't win. Okay. Swing back, and we proc Charlemagne. Can Charlemagne save our peoples? Well, our cavalry are better than theirs, so that's a plus. Oh no, we've got the war malice now as well. Might have to bump up our culture to keep everyone happy. You're way too expensive to improve. Just leave you there. Okay, so let's think about this. Assuming we can beat England and take Gordium back. Where does that leave us? That leaves us as the largest civ on the planet with unstable borders in the north. And now war with the English. I think that's fine. I think that's fine. Oh, they've got yeomen as well now. Oh, God. Fighting the English in the medieval era is not a good idea. Right. Get some combat buffs. Rally everyone in Toledo. War galleys are just going to be a nuisance. Land tactics, move them up. Oh wow, oh, that is a very large English army. So we can't defend the north either. Damn. England had such an easy time with Poland that they're not... Again, that's one of the things the Realism Invictus AI does. If they aren't currently in a sort of nemesis state with another civilization, then they'll find another person to declare war on. And their choices were us, the Celts, who... Yeah, they could have easily declared war on the Celts instead of us, but they decided to declare war on us, probably because we have a weaker military. And it wouldn't be a far stretch to see the Americans declare war on us next. So we're going to lose Aarhus, and we can't beat their army. They have the full sort of like high medieval army, yeomen, men-at-arms, pikemen. They've got war elephants as well. There's a couple of Welsh longbows in there and some crossbows. We can't fight that army. and they ain't going to accept peace because they can just keep taking more and more cities. I think that's attempt number 3. I think that's attempt number 3. What do you guys think? You guys think we can beat this? Because we do not have near the quality of troops we need to fight an army like that. Even with just like pure cavalry, they've got Norman pikemen, so we can't hit their stacks and do any real serious damage. I think that's attempt number 3, which feels bad because it was going very well, but yeah, I don't think we can push much further than that. Right, I think I'm going to call that as attempt number 3. I don't think I can fight that army, and it's going to just keep capturing more and more cities, and we are too far behind on tech to, like, we would have to get, what would we have to research to be able to fight that? Peasant servitude and spam so many peasant levy that we can just whittle it down. In the meantime, they're teching up and just putting out even more units. I don't think it's going to work. I think that's game. That's game number 3. We're gonna have to move on to the next one. Oh, let's retire it. Let's retire it. There we go. That's attempt 3. Not too bad, but not good enough. So we have to move on to the next game. How are we doing in terms? Oh, our gold was not very good. Not very good at all. Prod was alright. Food was actually pretty bad for us, I should think. Yeah, it wasn't that great. Power was never very strong. Culture. It's fine. Espionage. It's a bit but it doesn't really matter. That's a nice city you've got there, London. That's a pretty nice city you got there. Oh, down quail. Oh, never mind. Right. Main menu. Oh, my Civ crashed. Oh, it always does this. It always does this when I play for a long time. Okay. Rightio. Well, I'll tell you what. It was a pretty good attempt. Do I go on to attempt 4? It's already about... It's almost like 6:30 now. I think since I started early today, I'm going to call that for the stream, and I'm going to set up another time next week when we're going to try again, since I don't really have a good point to start off doing individual episodes for the channel. So that will be the end of today. I could do something else for the rest of my evening. Need to prepare for my D&D tomorrow, and also, well, I suppose I've got some other series that I could work on. I mean, Battle Brothers I do need to start playing, because that only just got released. It's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, thanks guys for showing up for the stream. I'll be a bit more, I'll post up a lot earlier in the week regarding when I'm going to be streaming the next Realism Invictus attempt at Emperor. And yeah, that was good fun. I think next week as well I will be playing more nations. I'm gonna let the game decide what nation I'm playing, because we've been playing Napoleon, nothing but Napoleon today, and I know that was requested, but hopefully that request has been fulfilled. If there's any other civs that you guys would like to see, are you guys in the chat since you've shown up and you've watched the stream today? Any civs you guys would like to see next week? In particular, maybe a particular leader, maybe just a particular civ. I don't mind. I'll play whatever. I'll take some suggestions now. Poland. Oh, you want it? The Revenge of Poland. Yeah, it could be fun to do. I like Poland. I think Poland's got a lot of game as a civ. Do they get buff farms? No, they get like some funky feudal aristocracy type tile improvement, I think. Can't really remember. I'll have to double check that. Yeah, Poland could be interesting. And winged hussars, if we ever got there. If we ever got there. I think the game tends to be a make or break in the medieval period. Yeah, that's because tech seems to slow down a lot, your economy sort of falters for a bit, and you can't keep up at that stage of the game. It can be very hard to keep up anyway. Maybe. Right. Okay, well, I'll take Poland as an option for next week, and I will post up on the channel regarding the next time I'm streaming. But until then, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you around. Goodbye for now.